Tay nắm tay trong trái tim này những lúc khi em hạnh phúc, lúc khi em buồn đau, bên em có anh, luôn có anh, luôn có anh đây.
Alright, so my ass hurts. Like a lot. Like it hurts getting up, sitting down, switching sleeping positions. Actually, everything hurts. Now, some of you might be asking, why is that? I'll tell you a couple things. It wasn't because I was sentenced to jail for a crime I didn't commit, and then I was accosted by a group of big surly men in the shower. No, that wasn't it. And it wasn't because I was walking home from the theater in a dark alley and I met up with a sadistic midget with a strap on. No, that wasn't it. Alright, so I went snowboarding a couple days ago with a group of friends. And this was my first time snowboarding. Like, I had never snowboarded before in my life. Like, every time I went on the hills, I always skied because, I'm decent at skiing and I don't fall as much. And, it's just generally fun. But this time, I decided to try something new. And, snowboarding looks cool. People keep telling me it's cool. So I might as well figure it's cool, so I might as well do it, right? Well, I tried. And I gotta tell you, that's hard. Like, the learning curve for me was terrible. Or high. Steep. The learning curve was steep. Instead of being like... Anyway, yeah. So, like, the worst part about, the learning process is that, when you fall down, you gotta get back up, you gotta have persistence. Persistence, or the other word that means something that I mean to say. But you know what I mean. So, like, I kept falling down on my ass, on my knees, on my face. Oh my god. I fell so many times on my face. It's not even funny. Except for the people laughing at me from the ski lift or whatever. Including some people I knew, but that's beside the point. But, I fell a lot of times. And, like, the first time I fell on my ass, it didn't hurt that bad, But when it builds up, like, it's 1 or 2 or 30 or 40 times, it starts to ache a little bit, And then it got to a point where I wasn't sure if my ass was numb or it was, like, hypersensitive to pain. Because my friends started playing this game where I was going down the hill, and they would play a game where they would basically treat my ass like a punching bag, and this is what motivated me to, like, snowboard faster, because otherwise I would have to escape their savage ass smacks and these giant freaking snowballs that were, like, made of ice that they would keep throwing at me. So, it was interesting, I guess. But yeah, so, like, that was 2 days ago, and they told me that the ass pain would be eventually overcome by the pains in my shins and my calves. But I haven't really noticed anything in my calves and shins. But my ass, it hurts like the same amount. Like, getting up and sitting down is such a chore. I actually got up early this morning because changing sleeping positions was such a hassle, so I decided to just get up. So another thing I learned on the snowboard trip is, well, it wasn't really that I learned it, it was more like I became aware of it. No, it wasn't that because I became aware of it. It was that I started pointing it out. But, like, I've noticed that, every friend group that I'm with, I'm sort of usually the person who, in every friend group, there's, like, that one guy who people sort of make fun of for fun. And it's like, oh, ha, 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 that guy fell. Ha, 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 that guy got hurt. Ha, ha, that guy's acting stupid. And it's like, oh, it's like a group bonding activity. Make fun of that guy. I'm always that guy. So I started questioning, why is that, Why am I always that guy? Oh my god, squishy thing! I had no idea. So, like, when I was in elementary school, it was this, the same deal. Like, in elementary school, up until 5th grade, I tucked in my shirt, I had the nice Asian comb-over going on, and, I was kind of a nerd, so it didn't put me in that great a position. I always thought it was a kid thing, I would grow out of it. But that wasn't the case. Like, middle school, high school, hell, even now, college. 2 days ago, I'm in college right now, and I'm going through the same shit. Like, I always, wondered what was the deal with that. But, they pointed it out to me, or I pointed it out to them, and they told me why that is. And I'll save that for another time because I think I'm rambling a bit right now. Moral of the story, get butt pads if you're learning to snowboard. I thought they were made up. Like someone told me, dude, you should get butt pads. And I'm like, oh, haha, yeah, that's funny. It turns out that they're a real thing. Butt pads are real. Why didn't anyone tell me this? It would have saved me a lot of, time and effort. But yeah, that's about it. Peace. Back to coops up, chuck the deuce up. I finally know what chucking the deuce up means. It means doing this.